Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm just going to talk about female protagonists in video games. Years back, a video game developer said that men will not play games with female leads. That is not true. For the past 5-6 years I've been playing games with nothing but female leads, and I've been loving them. Characters such as Lara, Croft, Ellie, Celine from Returnal. Then there's Samus, of course, and Aloy from Horizon. And the thing I love about female protagonists is that they're underdogs. I think I enjoy playing video games with underdogs as the leads, whether they're male or female. And that's the main reason I never really liked the God of War games until the latest 2018 version of God of War. The one thing I'm really starting to hate about gamers in general is the whining and bitching. Lately he's been whining about Aloy. She apparently looks too fat, so they were review bombing on Metacritic, which is not the case. I looked at the old game and the new one, and she looks just as skinny in the new one, but it's a dumb reason not to play a video game because her face looks a bit chubbier. Of course, these same people whined and bitched about The Last of Us Part 2, which was a great video game, but they didn't like the fact that Joel died, and they saw it as a war on men, but Joel was a horrible character. And of course they also complained about the wokeism in Last of Us Part 2, which there was none. Of course, yes, Lev was a trans character, but we didn't know that. And honestly, out of the 20-hour video game, it was only like 5 seconds where they implied that Lev was a trans man. And of course they didn't like Ellie being a lesbian, but we knew that Ellie was a lesbian in the first game, and again that only was like 30 seconds to a minute in the entire video game where she, well, kissed another girl, but it was in a dance, not a big deal. But again, there's like nerds complaining about this crap, which isn't a good reason not to play that game, because it was a great game, but people will bitch about anything these days. I'm not a huge fan of wokeism, and if The Last of Us Part 2 was woke, I wouldn't have played it. It wasn't a woke game. Like, the Lev character had no idea he was trans the most of the game. They made it about the character and not about him being trans or Ellie being a lesbian. They made it about the character, and they just happened to mention it for a second. Oh, that they might be trans. It wasn't that big a deal, but you should definitely play The Last of Us Part 2, and I guess you really can't trust Metacritic or any sort of a review these days anymore, because again, people whine and bitch about anything and everything. Also, there's a lot of whining and complaining going on in just the movie industry, the TV shows, where people are saying that gay characters must be played by gay actors, which no, I don't agree with that. They shouldn't have to be played by gay actors. It's like saying straight characters must be played by straight actors, and even Neil Patrick Harris disagreed with this. Like, he said himself that gay characters don't need to be played by gay actors. And of course he understands that because he's a gay actor and he plays plenty of straight parts. And of course there's the racist people on the right who say things like Superman can't be black. They had a problem with the Zendaya playing the part as MJ in Spider-Man because apparently it's supposed to be a white character. But if you see skin color in a fictional character and you have a problem with it, you're a racist. And it shouldn't be a problem. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen Miles Morales or played the video game Miles Morales. Miles Morales being the new Spider-Man, the Black Spider-Man, and I absolutely love them, both the video game and the movie, and it shouldn't be an issue. It's a non-issue. And if it's an issue for you, just admit you're a racist. There are a lot of racist nerds out there, which I don't get. You were probably picked on all through high school, and now you're picking on other people. You're doing the exact same thing to other people. I'm just trying to say that we should stop with all the nonsense on both the left and the right. You guys are being absolutely ridiculous, and you're ruining video games and movies and TV shows for everyone. An actor's job is to act, and pretty much, yeah, they're acting. They're playing characters that are not them. It's in the job description, and they should be allowed to play any part they want, whether it's a part that's been white for most of the time. Like MJ has been a redheaded white woman, but it shouldn't matter if MJ is black now, played by the Zendaya. And I'm just tired of hearing "not my MJ" by these nerds on YouTube. You need something better to do with your time. Anyways, I went off on a bit of a rant there, but what I'm saying is that we need more female protagonists in video games, because I've been absolutely loving them. And hopefully they make Horizon Part 3 and Last of Us Part 3 also. And I'm hoping that they don't kill off Ellie, because she is one of my favorite characters ever. And that was my biggest fear in Last of Us Part 2, that they were going to kill off Ellie. And if Naughty Dog is watching this, which I doubt they will, but if they do not make Last of Us Part 3 starring Abby. I will not play it. I had no problems with her in Last of Us Part 2, but she's not the reason I played it. She will not be the reason I play Last of Us Part 3. Thank you.